Do you remember prior to the military what excited you?
I can't recall, honestly.
So even as a kid, you weren't that excited?
No.
Was anyone in your family excited?
No.
Do you want to be excited?
I would love to be excited.
Okay, well stand up, come on up front, come on up front. I know, man, I know. Okay. Facing the crowd, take it in. First of all, isn't this exciting?
No.
Look at this, in a million years, would you ever think you'd be here in front of a crowd, some crazy guy next to you saying, oh, be excited, we want to see the light in the pupil, and people taking it in. This is an epic experience. Very few people experience that. Now, if you take at a most simple level when it comes to passion and excitement, on a day-to-day basis, you just mentioned there, okay, walking your dog. What else on a daily basis, currently in your routine, do you find really exciting? Like you wake up in the morning, you're like, yes.
I don't got nothing for you, man.
Okay. Do you have any friends?
I got a couple.
Okay. Would you ever joke and laugh about stuff?
A little bit.
About what? When's the last time you laughed?
When I was watching Earthquake, the comedian.
Okay. With your friends, do they laugh a lot? Are they excited a lot?
I haven't been in touch with my friends for a little bit.
How long?
Since the pandemic.
Okay. So you don't see that many people now?
No.
Okay. Who do you see the most? Like take us in a typical, not to go into detail, typical day in the life.
A roommate.
Okay. Do you joke with your roommate?
No.
Do you talk to your roommate a lot or no?
Nope.
Why?
We on odds.
Hmm?
We're not seeing eye to eye right now.
Got it. More larger plan, maybe move then, if you can.
That's next.
Okay. When's a time, say pre-pandemic, where with your friends you just laugh to the point where you're almost pissing your pants laughing? Let's go deeper. How do you feel about the future? Life. When you wake up in the morning, how do you feel?
I gotta do this shit again.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel very hopeful?
No, that's why I'm here.
Do you have any big goals?
No.
Okay.
I can't recall none right now.
Okay.
No, on the spot.
No, you're good, you're good. One more question, then we're gonna go a little deeper. If everything went perfectly according to plan, right now, what would your life look like this next month, year, 2 years?
I have a duplex.
Okay.
Using my VA home loan. Big yard for my dog.
Nice.
I have like a real big backyard so I can invite family, friends.
So you do have goals.
Yeah, a little bit.
You have something that excites you.
A little bit.
Okay. So that only excites you a little bit? Well, how could it excite you more?
If I wasn't so stagnant. I'm in my own way.
Okay. Why do you think that is?
I have no clue.
Think of it like this. There's a scale of transformation that goes from apathy, grief, fear, anger, courage, desire, purpose, and love. Okay, this is what I take people through. From apathy to anger, these are the competitive states. Apathy is a state of, what's the point? Resigning and giving up. If it's in terms of feeling, you're like you want to withdraw from feeling. In life, it's also this thing where, I'm not going to make it anyway. I get in my own way anyway, what's the point? And you just give up. So me versus what's the point? You're not in there, but you're close. Grief is the level above that. And that's where, I would, but, and then you have a million excuses. Like, I would, but I keep getting in my own way. But there's still hope. And this is the big difference between these levels. Apathy, no hope. Grief, there's hope. Fear is the one above that. And fear is where, I want to, but I'm scared, and da-da-da-da-da. Anger is, it's me versus others, but like, let's do this, let's show them. So with each one, you access more hope and more energy. For you, it's still a little bit around grief, where you have hope, which is why you're here, which massive respect for being here, because anyone in apathy wouldn't even try. Like if you truly believe deep down inside, I'm not gonna make my goals anyway, you would not be at an event like this. So step one, and this is something you're gonna have to do, and it's one of the top external tools when it comes to grief, is you're going to have to put your foot down on that little voice in your head, which I call worm tongue. Any of you ever see The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. There's a scene where they walk in and there's this old king that's like rotting away, and there's this character called Worm Tongue, the little advisor, whispering all this nasty stuff in the king's ear, and the king believes it and just starts rotting away. Then in the movie, what happens is they kick Worm Tongue out of the castle, like, poof, and suddenly you see all this old spider web just fade away, life come back into the king, and it's a completely different person. For you right now, the voice I'm talking to isn't the real Dean. This is Worm Tongue. What you're going to have to start doing is putting your foot down and saying, fuck you to Worm Tongue. Meaning, when you hear something like, okay, what are some of your goals? Obviously, there are some. You want a yard for your dog. No such thing as too small of a goal, by the way. That is an awesome fucking goal. But what does Worm Tongue say? No goals. And that's why even here, I'm like, so you have any goals? Not really. Friends? No. Versus, say, fuck you, Worm Tongue. What is this? Let's retune into that part of me that hopes.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie?
Probably Last Samurai.
Yeah, Last Samurai. 5-second, 10-second speech. Tell us about the plot of this movie and what excites you and why you like this movie so much. And try to make it captivating.
Pretty much he gets away from the bullshit of the everyday life.
Now try to do it louder and body into it.
Pretty much he gets away from the bullshit of everyday life.
Even more. Shake it out like this. Be like, both arms out. Good job. I know Worm Tongue's hating this. Absolutely hating this. All right, let's go. Back, Samurai.
All right, so pretty much the plot of it is he's getting a lot of resistance with like past memories, past pain. So he pretty much.
Now bring that passion back. Bring it back. Even just walk the crowd. Walk the crowd back and forth and say, I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
I'm the big boss.
I'm the big boss.
I'm the small boss.
Small boss.
I'm every boss.
I'm every boss.
Last Samurai.
Last Samurai.
My favorite movie.
Favorite movie.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
I'm so hopeful.
So hopeful.
I'm the shit.
I'm the shit.
Now turn around, Last Samurai again. 10 seconds, plot of the movie, what excites you, go.
All right, so fuck that up real quick.
All good, man, all good. Turn around, ready, let's go. Body into it, excitement, keep it in motion, a little bit of a smile, go.
All right, so the Last Samurai, pretty much the plot of it is he's going through a whole bunch of past trauma. He's
Okay, now let's see it with a smile.
A smile?
Worm Tongue's gonna hate that. Let's do this. 5 seconds. Hee. Go.
He.
You got it. Keep going. I know Worm Tongue hates it. You got to say, fuck you, Worm Tongue. Fuck you, Worm Tongue. Fuck you, Worm Tongue. You got this. You're almost there. Go. 5. Hee.
He.
Keep going. It's really good.
He.
Bang. With a smile. Last Samurai.
So the Last Samurai, pretty much he's fighting a whole bunch of past trauma, and he's just trying to drown it out with alcohol, drugs, well, pretty much alcohol.
Yeah.
And so he introduces himself into this new environment, and it's like way more peaceful.
Yep.
And the atmosphere is just conducive to his soul.
Okay. Now, try doing it again, but this time 5 times louder. Fuck you, Worm Tongue. You got this. Even now, no joke, you can ask everyone, do you see a bit more light in his pupils? Oh, yeah. Huge. No? Yeah. Now we're seeing a bit more of the real you, man. Let's go. A little bit louder. We're like Last Samurai with a smile.
Okay, the Last Samurai.
The Last Samurai.
The Last Samurai.
Yeah.
So the plot of it is pretty much he's going through a whole bunch of pain and trauma in life.
Yeah, he is.
Just from all kinds of war and
Yep.
just death all around him and stuff that he had to do that he didn't want to do.
Yep.
So he's drowning it out with drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is a drug. And he goes to this different place, like it's real beautiful, and he likes it.
Yeah.
And he heals.
Give him a hand. How did that feel? Oh, no, not yet. Almost. How did that feel?
It was cool.
Okay. Exciting?
Borderline exciting.
What's Worm Tongue saying right now? I hear him. What's he saying?
I'm not saying much.
Okay. When you, do you talk to your dog?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Demands.
Oh, so you don't do like, come here, little bit, like that? No?
I give him a little ruffle or something.
Do you ever say like, oh, good boy, good dog, like that or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Mimic it now. It's like, oh, come here, little, oh, yeah, like that. Like, how would you do it? Go.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
That's how you do it?
Yeah.
You're like, what's up, man?
Like that.
Okay. Do you ever like kind of play with your dog, kind of roll around and stuff and kind of giggle?
Yeah, I wrestle with him. It's a kind of corso. He's big.
Got it. Do you ever laugh when you wrestle with him? Does it make you happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Try to tune into that. You don't have to do the full wrestling, but like tune into it. Like what kind of smile or giggle? Like, does it bring any silliness out of you? When's the last time you were like silly, loosey-goosey, silly, funny?
Can't recall, man.
Why is being silly scary or bad?
It's just not my norm.
Okay. Do you like your norm?
Right now, no.
Okay. So for you, we need some silliness, man. We need you to not be the serious guy and to be the funny little dork.
Funny little dork.
The funny little dork deep down inside that you were as a kid. Because guaranteed, although you might not remember it, you weren't born like this.
No, I don't think so.
Hell no. If there's not a single baby, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. It's like you're born, you're like, hello, mommy, nothing excites me. Not my style to laugh, mommy.
What? Smile?
There's a hint of a smile, and then Wormtongue quickly swallowed it back. Look at that. So hey, when's the last time you kind of smiled, giggled? Right now. Look at that. We changed it from I don't remember to right now. When's the last time you felt a bit of life and passion? You're like, I don't remember. Right now. You just did with Last Samurai. Okay? But you're at that point where you got to firmly commit to it, because otherwise Wormtongue's going to swallow you back up. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Nothing right now, which is rare.
Good? So you're happy? Okay. I know this sounds weird. Can I give you a hug? Bring it in. How did that feel?
It was cool.
When's the last time you got hugged?
It's been a minute.
This is what I see, and I could be wrong. Obviously, you went through a lot. Obviously, I'm guessing similar to Last Samurai, there's a lot of shit that haunts you. There's a lot of hurt inside. Zapped some of that life out of you. But I'm not saying it's easy. You can definitely get it back. But it starts with one, like I said, saying fuck you to Wormtongue. This isn't permanent, by the way. This is for everyone. The fuck you to Wormtongue is a temporary step. Meaning, if there's that little voice yelling all this nasty shit, convincing you of this nasty stuff, to do anything about it, you first need to create some space and distance. Saying fuck you might sound like self-hate or self-attack, but in reality, it's a boundary of self-love. You're like, no, 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 enough. Create enough space, gain that personal power, and then you can start letting go of it. So what I tell, for example, my clients is in grief, it's the fuck you to Wormtongue. In anger, it's the can you forgive? But for now, you're in a phase where you're gonna have to every day start putting your foot down. I would even every day, no joke, schedule your day. I know you said, oh, not much excites me, but try to dive deep and say, okay, what would excite old Dean? And do that first thing in the morning. So for any of you, if you wake up and you're kind of like, oh, another day to go through, which, I mean, shit, that was me most of my life. An easy tweak, because you got to ask yourself here too, why am I not excited to be alive, right? Why isn't it like, another day, woo? What's something that excites me? And for some people, it could be playing a video game. Well, hey, in your morning routine, make that the first thing you do for 10 minutes. So every time you wake up, you're like, 10 minutes of video game, fuck yeah. If it's playing with your dog, first thing you play with your dog. Like, think what's the most exciting thing that I can schedule into my day, even if it means waking up a little earlier so that when I wake up, at least there's that excites me, okay? Then it's being very ruthless with that worm tongue, because yours is very, you could say it's the monster boss worm tongue, you know? So it's not some little puny, well, hey, Dean. It's like, it's a really intense Dean that's been like poisoning your mind for a long time. But you're gonna have to start reclaiming, saying no. Meaning, even when you hear stuff like, what excites you? Worm tongue's like, nothing. Be like, fuck you, worm tongue, what if there's something? Oh, another day to get through. Fuck you, worm tongue, what kind of thinking is that? Reconnect with that little voice of hope and excitement inside. Even though it might be distant, it's still there. And the reference is, if it wasn't there, you wouldn't be sitting here trying to do something about it. That's the voice that got you here. That's the voice that even got you to stand up. Trust me, if worm tongue was all powerful, I'd be like, hey, come on up, let's do this. He'd be like, nah, fuck you. That's what he'd say. When I say, hey, do the hee-hee, he'd be like, nah, fuck this. So you're way stronger than you think. You just pimped out worm tongue right now. You just like, pow, just gave him a ride. Like, hey, fuck off, worm tongue. And you just all this crazy stuff. Now here's the other one. Can you give yourself props for it? Can you be like, fuck yeah, I did this? Is this a big win for you, yes or no?
It's a big win.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tell us, how big of a win is it? Because I hear it, but I hear worm tongue's tonality in it. Yeah, it's a big win. So notice the example I did with him, where I'm like, hey, summon some life. Try doing that. Be like, yeah, it's a big win.
Yeah, it's a big win.
Let's try it with a big-ass smile, a goofy-ass smile.
Yeah, it's a big win.
Do the biggest smile you can do. Like stretch it till it hurts. Biggest smile. This will be like lifting heavy-ass weights, but you can do it. Worm tongue's there. Fuck you, worm tongue. Do it.
Don't do the smile thing like that, bro.
Try. That's what worm tongue says. Goofy you would have totally fucking done it. Remember what you said, the current norm sucks. Fuck the current norm. I don't do it like that. Well, the way you do it sucks. It's not making you fulfilled or happy, so try. Big smile. Yes, good. And notice how that resonates. This is something, by the way, no joke, and it's very common to have massive resistance around smiling. I've even had clients in the past, I'm like, smile, and they're like, but my cheeks hurt. I'm like, keep smiling. You want to stretch that and retune with what it feels like. And I know it probably feels very awkward, very incongruent, probably not smiling a long time, like you said, but that's, this type of here, it's like, that's the fuck you to worm tongue and the action, trigger, release, repeat you need to do. Like, no joke, I would even schedule in on a daily basis for you, like 20 minutes of just goofiness. Like 20 minutes and act the most opposite of how you would normally act. Meaning, if this is how you normally say stand, like body language, do like over the top, like excited. Like full little, if you're like 20 minutes of smiling a day even. And you're gonna see it's gonna trigger resistance, which you can then let go of. It's gonna trigger worm tongue, which you can then say fuck you to. But this here is that unlocking of just that box you're in. Again, it'll be a journey, but I have massive hope because look at what you just did here. Like no joke, probably every 30 seconds throughout this breakdown, half of my money was on, yeah, he's gonna say no and sit down. And you didn't. Garrett, did anyone think that at any point, by the way? Look at that. You crushed it. This is a huge fucking win. I know it sounds, oh, it's just small. No, this is big, dude. There's a massive willingness in you. Keep retuning into that. And then also, keep being there for yourself. That hug I gave you, give it to you. Take a more goofy, more gentle, and kind approach to you. Less self-attack, less heaviness, less worm tongue. And just remember, there's a way out.
Cool.
Even here, it's like, of course this isn't permanent, but it gives you a little glimpse that it's possible. Follow this glimpse, it'll unlock another glimpse, and another one, and another one, and another one.
Gotcha.
Bring it in. Give him a hand. Hell yeah, dude. No, dude, you are much more fucking powerful than you think. And you can definitely find your way back to that joy.
Thank you.
One more hand, come on.